If you want to go into any form of business, there need to be some form of interest that makes you want to do that business. Some people have this belief that pigs can eat anything. Actually, it's not really true, but if it's just to an extent that pigs are really okay with a lot of many kind of food. They are omnivorous in nature. Welcome once again to C&M Farmtech. I'm by name DK Ebuka, and I know we must have been seeing each other for a while now. This is C&M Farmtech, and we welcome you all. Please, if you know you have not subscribed to our channel, you are a newcomer, you're seeing this video for the first time, you are coming across C&M Farmtech video for the first time, please do well to click the bell, have notifications so you can always get our videos whenever we post them, and also you can like and share the video and also make your comments too, so people can also learn from this information that we are always giving out to the public. So once again, I welcome you all to C&M Farmtech, and today we have a very special topic to discuss. I would just like us to talk about the pig farming business. People go into different kind of livestock business, and but for us it's kind of unique that we go into pig farming business. So for today's topic, we would like to talk about why we choose pig farming business, why we choose pig farming business to do the business. Some time ago, one of my friend is actually a farmer too, my neighbor farmer. He one day just asked me, why do you think we are into this business? Do you think it's because we love pigs? I just smiled and I was like, come on, what kind of question is this? So it was like, yeah, it's not like we just love pigs, or maybe pigs are not particularly for pets. In major parts of the world, they are not used as pets. Why then do you choose to go into pig farming? So this is what we'll be discussing today, and I want you to stay tuned and watch the video till the end so you don't miss any information, because this is information packed video that we'll be dishing out for you this day. So as a business, we would like to make sure that it's going to be profitable. So we are going to be earning from the business. It's not just going to be just normal buying and selling and growing of pigs and selling, but as a business you have to make profits. This is why we go into business. Now, particularly into pig farming business, out of every other form of livestock business, why do we go into pig farming business? There are lots of reasons, several reasons, but we'll be looking at all of them one by one today. So we give us this mindset that it's not just because of love and all that, just we go into pig farming because it's a business and we want to make profit out of it. So today, like I said, this pig farming business is not just in a particular country where they do it, it's all over the world. But first, since it's a business that we want to do, you have to have passion for it. There's going to be passion for it so that you can make sure you have everything you need to be successful in the business. So there need to be passion. That's the first thing. If you want to go into any form of business, there need to be some form of interest that makes you want to do that business. Not just particularly for the money, the gain part of it, like what you gain from the business. There's need for passion. Like someone who doesn't know how to take care of pigs, how to feed pigs, how to monitor their farrowing period and all that. You may not likely want to do all these things because you don't have passion for them. So first of all, there need to be a bit of passion, let me just say that, so that you can actually take care of your pigs very well, because the care you give to them gives you the return of that investment, that investment of passion. There's a return for it. It makes your production easy and goes faster. So that's the first thing. There has to be passion for the business. Now, the other major importance of going into piggery are what we are going to be highlighting now. We would like to let you know that pork is one of the major global source of meats that is eaten all over the world. Parts of Asia, Europe, then some parts of Africa eat a lot of pork. It is a kind of meat that is really, really good for the health, So the production of pork is one of the important reasons why we go into piggery, for the production of meat. That is one of the major reasons, because it is globally recognized and is globally eaten. Most people eat pork. So this is one of the major reasons why we go into pork. So this tells us that there is demand for pork, there is demand for the meat. So you are sure that the business you are going into, you are going to make profit out of it, because there's going to be demand of what you produce, of your product. There's going to be demand for it. So there's no fear that you will not have customers, you will not have this and that. So you have to be rest assured that there's demand for what you are producing. Hence, you can go into the business. Now, compared to other forms of livestock farming, piggery has a very good reproduction rate. A pig can give birth to up to 16, 18, sometimes 20. They give larger numbers of litters. They reproduce a lot. Compared to goats, cattle, and all that, pigs reproduce a lot. And this reproduction is based on how you care for the animals. And that is why I say they need to be passionate as well. So your passion will help you as much as possible to take care of your animals so that it can give you the maximum reproduction rate. Now, since pigs reproduce this much, it makes sense that you go into piggery compared to every other forms of farming. You go into piggery and then you take care of your pigs very well. They give you good results. They reproduce very well. And then in a very short while, you know that your farm is going to fill up. So people can start with 2 pigs actually, because a male and female is needed. Or they can go in with more pigs so that they can have more. So if a pig can give you 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to maybe 18, 16 piglets in one farrow, then it's a good business to go into. Just like you are reproducing what you have on ground, you are multiplying it easily. So that's one important reason why piggery business is preferred over some other forms of livestock business. Another reason is that there is fast growth in piggery. Like, your pigs grow really, really fast. In 5 to 6 months, they are already at stable size to be sold for meat. In 5 to 6 months, they are ready for meat. They are ready to be slaughtered. They are ready to produce meat for you. So imagine that a pig gives birth to about 12 today or maybe 10, and in the next 6 months, they are ready for market. They are ready, they are huge, they are mature, they can be eaten, and also they can be sold as piglet as well to other farmers who are going into farming. So you have a better chance of selling your animals easily and quickly. Another thing is feed conversion rate. As they eat, they convert the feed. Some people, when you see them eating, they will say you eat like pig. It's just like you eat too much, you eat plenty. So they eat constantly, and they convert that food that they eat easily. They convert the food and they become big quickly. That is why in 5 to 6 months they are ready for the market. So they eat and they convert the feed into meat easily. That is why we say they are good for meat production. Meat production. When you are into piggery for meat production, you know that you are going to be getting your returns as soon as possible, because pigs are always good for feed conversion rate and meat production. Also, we mentioned that they grow faster and they give you fast return. That means short production cycle, in the sense that pigs get pregnant and they reproduce in 4 months, and then in 5 to 6 months they're ready to be eaten, or they are ready for market size. They can be eaten at 5 to 6 months. Some people even eat less than, but to get the perfect taste and the best out of the meat, you need to let them be mature. So from 5 to 6 months, they are already at table size for eating or for meat production. Also, compared to livestock, other livestock like maybe cattle and sheep and all that, and goats, pigs don't need a lot of land. You just need a very good pen, a housing pen where you can place them, and they live their life carefully, and you take care of them and they reproduce for you. So they don't need large portion of land. They just need a pen where they can live and where you can grow them. So another thing we have to consider is they have large income streams. Pork can be used for several things, or pig can be used for several things. The production of biogas, production of fats, oil, then production of several things. Pig are used for a lot of things, like the bacon, the lard. Lard is like the fat, the oil from the fat. Then the bacon is the one they use for sausages, and the one they use for your sandwich and all that. So there's a lot of things that pigs can use for. So we are going to be looking at these other different income streams for pig, not just the production of meat, but also other forms of income streams that piggery can be used for. But before we go into that, let us have an understanding that pigs, some people have this belief that pigs can eat anything. Actually, it's not really true, but if it's just to an extent that pigs are really okay with a lot of many kind of food. They are omnivorous in nature. They eat plants and they eat meat as well. So it depends on what you feed them. So pigs can eat a lot of food from different places. There can be prepared meal for them. What I mean by prepared meal is like formulation of meal for them, and they can eat remnants. They can also eat other things, like some farm residues. Just like maybe you are into vegetable farming, you have some residues, or you are into restaurants, there are some food waste. You can feed them to your pigs and they eat and grow faster. They convert this feed into meat and they give you great results. So that being said, we want to look at the other income streams of piggery business, and then we start with the manure. The manure can be used for farming. It can be used for growing crops because they are very good manure. You can even put aside buying of fertilizer and using the pig dung as manure for your farm. It can also be sold to other farmers who are into cropping to increase their production. So this is another income stream of piggery business. You use the manure, and a pig can give you up to 2 to 5 kg of pig dung a day. So imagine how many pigs you have and how many kg of pig dung that you can get in a day, and also maybe get in a month. Maybe you are selling to someone, or maybe you are using on your farm. You see how much you can earn from manure. And also this pig dung can be used as biogas as well. It can be used for heating of the house, production of electricity. These engineers can use this biogas for production of forms of heating and forms of electrical production. So this is another stream of income for pigs. So like I mentioned, you can also get bacon from pigs. Bacon is gotten from the pig, either from the belly or maybe from the back. It depends on the area. In America, I think it's gotten from the belly, and in Europe, I think they get it from the back. This can be used for production of your sandwich, your salads, your burgers. We use the bacon to produce all this. This is another stream of income, not just the production of meat, but the production of bacon to be used for our sandwiches and for burgers and the rest of that. Is when you're making salads also, you can use them. Also, another thing is lard. Lard is a form of fat, the white fat from under the pig, getting from under the pig skin. It is used for frying, which is really, really good for health. So the lard is another form of income stream if you are allowed to process your pigs by yourself, or maybe if you can process your pigs by yourself, you can get all of this from your pigs and use them, or maybe sell them and make other streams of income. So it's not just about the production of meat, but also the production of some of byproducts from pork or from pigs. So that being said, we understand that there are so many things that we can use piggery for. It is not just the production of meat. It can be used for production of several things, also in the various ways of income, like giving you so many income streams, not just production of meat or maybe selling of the winners. You can also use your pigs for a lot of things, like I mentioned earlier, the pig manure, the biogas, yes, used for biogas, and also the bacon used for our sandwiches, our burgers and salads. And then I also mentioned the lard, the fat, the oil from the pig, the white fat from the pig, they can be used for frying or getting our oil from it. So these are major income streams of piggery business, and it depends on where you are or where you are farming from. These things are really important. The ones you can do around you, you can easily do them. And like I said, pigs multiply easily. So it is one of the major aspects of going into piggery because of the multiplication. And so very good waste management help you to use all the waste from your farm to improve other forms of farming. Maybe the cropping part, or maybe you are using as biogas, and maybe you are selling to other farmers who are into cropping or some kind of industrial use of waste. So these are really important. And then there is passion for agriculture also. There's production of jobs for people. There's production of food for people to have food to eat and to have jobs to do. These are aspects of farming we are inclined with and we know about. But then if you are into piggery, you also have the chance to do all these things as well, in as much as you have every form of other forms of income streams in piggery compared to other forms of farming. So also the skin of pigs are also used by industries for the production of so many things as well. So these are basic things that we understand about piggery and why we go into piggery. So pig farming is an interesting form of agriculture that we go into. It is really interesting in the sense that for all the benefits that I have mentioned in this video, you need to take advantage of all of them and choose rightly. Actually, I'm not really advocating for a lot of pig farmers, but then I want you to know that those who are into pig farming, we have a lot to gain, and those who wants to come into pig farming, there is so much to gain in pig farming. But from our experience and for a lot of time that we have been into farming, we have understand and we have seen the real importance of pig farming. So there you have it. This is why we go into pig farming. Like I mentioned, the production of meat, the production of manure for biogas, and the production of bacon, production of lard, the skin of pigs, a lot of different income streams that we can use the pigs for, or maybe the pork for. So this is why we keep informing the public about this form of farming, and we hope that you continue to watch this channel for more information. And please, like I said, if you are new to this channel and if you like the video, you like what we are doing, continue to drop your comments, like, and hit that bell. That's subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel so that you can always get information from us whenever we release them. So thank you guys, and we hope to see you next time. Ciao.